Okay, this is the deal. I am, quote, supposed to respect my audience, unquote, and yet I don't even know you. As a matter of fact, the more I get to know some of you, I would not respect you. I would lose more and more respect, and that is because I would judge you based on the beliefs that you hold. Period. The reason that this is true is because we have made an error in our ability to understand reality. Period. Most of us base our understanding of reality on what we perceive with our 5 objective senses. Period. This is a mistake. What we are perceiving is that which we are creating from the inside using our subconscious. Period. Our subconscious is creating and manifesting this physical reality based on our desires, beliefs, and a huge amount of energy and thoughts, and all of this works in tandem with everyone else in the room to a certain extent in order to create this mass hallucination that we agree basically exists, and then we start judging what is going on and what is reality based on this hallucination that we created from inside ourselves to begin with. Period. Therefore, we have got caught up in the wrong aspect of reality and have made several errors in understanding what is really going on with reality. Period. The reason this is important is because we have to be able to get to the right way of judging reality in order to get to the right solutions to a lot of the problems that we keep running into. Period. We have conflicts, confusion, problems, challenges, manipulations, many different things that we have to do every day, tasks, on and on and on. And yet we are basing our ability to control our reality in order to control our future on the result of the manifestations that resulted in this physical reality that is actually, like I say, a result of a creation that we have done through our subconscious, through our inner reality, and then we end up with poor answers. Period. So now you can begin to understand why my respect, based on the beliefs that you hold, would be diminishing the more and more I get to know you. Period. I had always noticed this about people and wondered what was going on until I finally figured out that the problem is we aren't really getting to know each other through the proper channels. Period. Actually, telepathy does exist. Period. Actually, we can get huge amounts of information through direct knowing. Period. Actually, we can figure out a lot of what's going on if we stop judging what is going on by the result of our creations and start changing what we are creating by changing what is on the inside, period. To change what is on the inside, we have maybe 3 aspects to concentrate on, period. One of the main concepts is our belief system, period. Another main concept is our emotional desire, period. And another very important concept is our expectations, period. Finally, the amount of energy that we have and put into the endeavor, and this is on an inner basis, is what ends up resulting in a physical manifestation, period. These manifestations are not created totally alone, although it almost seems like we are in our own universe and that we barely coincide and that we barely have a hallucination that's close enough in order to react and talk to each other and relate information, period. In actuality, the thoughts tend to gather together, and when there is enough energy and enough desire and enough actually direct expectation, that would be called expecting completely the result, then the manifestation will occur, period. With all of this new information, which I'm sure is offensive to a lot of you, I would say that at any point that you became offended, that shows the limits of your beliefs, period. We can change our beliefs very simply, period. It's a 4-step process, period. First of all, you figure out the new belief that you want to insert, period. Remember that the old belief and the old physical manifestation that's occurring right now is going to have a time lag as we change it. And therefore the art is to change your beliefs and not focus on the differences, but allow the changes to occur, period. So once you have your belief, number 1, number 2, you go ahead and make a statement, a succinct statement that will help you understand what your new belief is that you are going to convince yourself is what you believe. What you do is you sit for 5 minutes and you repeat this belief to yourself, period. Prior to doing this, you have another period of time, which is number 1, and that is where you convince yourself that your power is now. Your moment of power is right now. The present moment, right now, is your moment of power. This is your only moment of power. Whether it was in the past or whether it's going to be in the future, your moment of power is always now. And for 5 minutes, I want you to concentrate on that and understand in any way you can, through imagination, hypnotism, any type of method, that this is the moment right now when you have your power. And then after 5 minutes, forget about it. Go on your way. Now, the second 5-minute period you already have set up. You've picked your statement. During that time, repeat your statement over and over and over, realizing 2 things: that your moment of power is now, and use your imagination to imagine that that belief is being manifested. After 5 minutes, stop. Don't worry about it. Go about your business. Later in the day, for your last third part of this exercise, you'll spend 5 minutes and you will purposefully hypnotize yourself, and you will tell yourself that you're doing this, that you can stop yourself at any time, and that you will suspend your normal beliefs and you're going to insert your new belief into your thinking. For that 5-minute period, you will act as if that 5 minutes your new belief is real. You will imagine it in any way, shape, or form, and I want you to do that for a solid 5 minutes, imagining that your new belief is true. And then after that 5 minutes, stop and go about your business. Now, sometime during the day, morning, noon, or night, whenever, there will be a chance, an impulse for you to act as if this new belief is true, and go ahead and do that. It can be very simple. It doesn't have to be anything complicated, but at least make one action every day that falls in line with your new belief. And this is how you change beliefs. And this is how you change reality from the inside out. You change it by changing your beliefs. Doing this, and all of us doing this every day, will really make all the difference that we need. It will solve all our problems, period. Of course, you're going to have to understand what beliefs you have in the first place, period. So, to do that, you are going to have to go ahead and spend some time and figure out what your beliefs are, period. There are 2 ways to do that. One of them is to go ahead and sit down and list your beliefs. That will take a little bit of time, but you have to do it. You have to know what you believe, period. Another way of doing it is to go about your life, and as you have emotional feelings, which occur basically every minute, you trace that emotional feeling back until you get to the belief that caused that emotional feeling. That is the belief. All emotional feelings are caused by beliefs. Now, in a nutshell, you have all the information you need in order to go forward, to be proactive, to solve your problems. And once you do that, you have 2 things to do. You have to love yourself. You have to trust your inner self. Let me give you an example. During this whole time, you did trust your inner self. You trusted your inner self to breathe for you. You trusted your subconscious to perform all the mechanisms of your beautifully artistic body in order for it to function properly. So you already do trust yourself. All you have to do is bring that belief to the forefront and make it a very continuous, conscious belief. I trust myself. You have to also consciously make a belief and bring it to the forefront. I love myself. Another good one to bring to the forefront and to know as a conscious belief is, I live in a safe universe. Doing these actions will help you on a day-to-day basis live a much more fulfilling life. You will grow spiritually. You will increase the value fulfillment of each of your moments, each of your days. You will act as a role model for those around you, and you can turn around and teach this information that I taught to you in 15 minutes. That's it. Go forth now. Goodbye.